Time being 6:30 on November 3rd, 2016. Call into session the Halifax Planning Board. Members present are, I forget your last name, Carlos Skult, Jonathan Sirocco, and Mark Milius. Appointments tonight at 6:30. We have an informal discussion for Nick Gentile at 822 Old Plymouth Street for an accessory building. At 6:45, Don Trini for Autumn Lane for a tree replacement. We also have general discussion for signatures for a site plan approval for Joe Murray. We have Walmart renovations to interior and new paint for any on front, any color restrictions, and a vote to change meeting start time to 6:30. Do I have a motion to accept the agenda as read?
I will make a motion to accept.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, Nick?
Okay, I want to put the building up, for storage, put a parts of the cars inside, and I run a body shop all by myself, so when I get busy, I leave the customer cars outside, they get soaking wet, the snow, all this, I have a place to store the cars. Meanwhile, I order the parts, sometimes it takes 2-3 weeks to get the parts.
Where is 822?
Okay, this is,
What's the
this
bill?
106 runs right about here.
Yep.
So it's actually, I believe, the first building.
Yep.
If you took a right,
On the right.
headed towards Bridgewater, took a right onto Old Plymouth, it's the first building on the right.
Okay.
It's a body shop.
So going to the landfill.
No, further down 106, are you familiar with like the Rick Reilly property? I think, is it Furnace Street that's almost across from you there?
Yeah, up the street, just up the
Okay.
street furnace.
Um,
Okay, if you from here, you go down, okay?
Yep.
Open the street, you take a right. After you go by Davis, come down the hill, okay?
Yeah.
Take a right. You see the San Elisara body, right at 106?
Maybe I haven't
Right
noticed
before all like those steel build, right before the recycling center,
Yeah.
you have that, and right before Morgan's.
Yeah, before Morgan's. Yeah,
and then
before
it's
Morgan's.
just that there's that guy that has like all the
The plants and things.
yeah,
The landscaping.
yeah. So like just right before that's the right. It's
Alright.
like a hook, and then in that little area.
Okay.
okay, so the storage will only be for you, just
Yeah,
the
for
house
me.
that you'll be
Just for
working
me.
on?
Yeah, for myself, yes.
I had a question. I know that on the last time we approved it with just the asphalt, with no pavement.
No, just a gravel.
Yeah, and I think we were all fine with that. But how are you going to actually access this now?
This one will be right over here, so I'm gonna get access right here.
Okay, so this is all
Yeah, it's-
gravel, even
No,
back.
no, up here it's all gravel. Up here it's all gravel.
Okay.
Yeah. So gravel. So there's a gate. So you drive through
Yes.
a gate. Is
Yes,
this,
the gate. Yes,
this is parking for your customers.
yes, it's a
You
gate.
Store cars
Okay,
back here
yeah,
right
it's
now.
a gate right here. So the building will be right here. Over here it's all gravel up here.
Okay, yeah, because it makes it seem like the gravel would only be up to the fence.
No, it's up.
Okay. There's no real line defining that.
Does it meet all the zoning requirements as far as
For
setbacks?
what I know, yes, but yeah,
How big is the building?
50 by 50.
Is the shed also proposed?
The shed, I put it up about a year ago.
So
Almost.
this is existing right now?
Yes, right there.
Did you have to get any permits for that?
Yes,
As
I
an
did.
accessory
Yeah,
building?
Yeah, I did. I had to get a web engineer to come down and measure all that stuff and then come back again.
Okay.
We do have a 25% lot coverage limit too. I don't know if that comes into play.
Might
Does
have to
gravel
look at
count?
that.
So if gravel doesn't count towards that, we're
Yeah, I
don't
think
think so.
we're well
so
short.
the building's not like an impervious thing like in Duxbury.
So then what do you do in the building? You just store?
Just store parts and like I told you, I work by myself. So when I'm slow, I fix the rebuildable cars. Okay, so all of a sudden I get a job. So I leave outside. Right now I got cars outside parked for 3 years. They all get all rusty because I start work on and then I never bring them back in. So it's like this have a place to put it.
So to store parts or cars?
Parts and car
Parts
that
and
I'm
cars.
working on. I'm waiting. Sometimes you take a car apart, it's gonna take you 2 weeks to get the parts in.
Yep.
Sometimes 3 weeks. So I'll leave it outside. At least like this, the customer's car will be inside the car, but out of the snow, out of the weather.
How do you get into the building? Is there roll up doors on this side here?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I got doors like this.
So are you gonna access the front here?
Yes, right here.
Same thing with,
Right here.
Any reason you wouldn't just expand the existing building? Is that more
Because
expensive?
then it's gonna no, I was gonna do that, but then you gotta put a fire sprinkler system because over right now the building I got it's 50 by 125. So I guess if it goes to 7,500 square feet, then you gotta put a fire sprinkler system. That's why I can write it over there. Otherwise, it would have done that. For me, it would have been better than that one.
And that 20-foot separation gets you enough distance.
No,
that you
then
don't-
also comes the well end over here.
Uh,
So then I gotta go to the well end.
okay.
So it's otherwise I would like that way, you know what I mean? Just keep up with that building, but then it's gonna go to the well end.
so what would the total area of both buildings be? We got 2,500 there.
That would be over 7,500 if that is the threshold. Do you ever do repairs other than just body work on the car? Do you ever get cars with oil leaks, transmission
No,
type
no,
repairs?
no.
It's all
The
purely
only
body-
thing, like if a guy gets an accident, then I'll do the repair. Otherwise, I don't do repairs. There's
Okay.
no work for me, just problems. Mm.
And the town wanted that to be gravel as opposed to pavement last time, or
We did accept the as-built for it without the pavement.
okay.
The front building, I got an apron. I think it's about 10 feet wide cement.
Yeah.
In the front building. So let's say if I jack up any cars, if you guys are doing no change, you do right in the cement. So
Yeah.
it'd be no spill, nothing.
Yeah, because I guess that's
Yes.
what I would be concerned about.
Yes,
is
yeah,
that
I
the oil
got
just
cement.
goes
I
into
got
the gravel.
10 feet cement from the building. So when I pull in the cars, most of the cars gonna be in the cement. The thing is, I do no change, I'll do in the cement. It's real easy with the jack, jack it up, and plus, be no spill.
Wouldn't you do it in the building, or is there not space in the building?
Sometimes there's no space. So if I gotta do no change for me, it's easy to just jack it up in the front of the building and the cement, they just do no change. But that don't happen all the time. My own car, that stuff, I try not to do for customers. My job is body work.
Yep.
Now, what's in this area here as far as,
Over
say
here.
it was a fire, as
Over
far
here, I got
as
chickens.
access?
I got chickens. I got pigeons. I got ducks. I got turkeys.
Nothing that would stop
No,
a fire truck or
No.
any access to
Nope.
the back of the building?
buying planted to clean up all that stuff. Chickens and turkeys, all the stuff's gotta go.
Outside of the 100.
And neighbors abut this land, right? On this side. There's people behind.
Up
I
in
believe
here.
Yeah,
up
there's
here,
one
this
there.
house would actually be on 106, I believe,
Yes,
right?
they're 106, yeah.
Yeah.
They duplex.
And there's
106.
nobody on your other side
It's
of it?
I'd say at least 60 feet
Yeah, oh
yeah.
yeah,
from,
oh yeah.
from this
Okay,
property
okay,
line to
okay.
the next
Yes,
building.
Alright. I don't drive that by there that
Yeah, and then
often,
over here,
so-
so back here, it's all woods.
Yeah.
Okay, the house on top 106.
And you're here in front of us today just to
Yes,
get
to
a
see what I
reaction.
need, yes, to see if whatever I need,
I basically requested him to come in to see if the planning board would require a full site plan review again, or, if this was good enough just to advise you guys of what was going on. it's completely up to you guys. I don't know if you wanted to hold it for another meeting to see what Gordon and Larry think. Gordon couldn't be here, he threw his back out and he can't even move, so,
Oh boy.
Oh, that stinks.
yeah, he
He
called me
did?
earlier, so,
Like it's procedurally, what, assuming this were a completed
Procedurally-
project, it was closed out last time properly?
yeah,
right?
it has been closed out, so, I mean, to really do it again, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. I don't know what time frame you're looking at.
Oh, I got plenty of time. The winter's
plenty
here
of time.
anyway, so it's
You know,
okay. No, no
Because
rush.
basically then we would have it on record and he would just apply for a site plan review. We would get, updated plans such as this, probably get some more information on the building itself, what it's gonna look like.
Yeah,
The
and
construction of
I
it.
get a price of the building too. I'm pretty sure the pictures will come with the building I'm gonna buy.
Right. Right,
Is it just like a Morton style
Yeah, that's it,
building?
yeah,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
And just one story, correct?
Yeah.
and basically a vote would then take place to approve it or
Yeah,
not approve it.
I would think that if this project normally trips the site plan review threshold, then we should just do it.
That'd be all right with you?
Do what?
Do another site plan review?
Know what that means?
Basically, you just apply, like before,
Okay.
when you had to redo the building after the
okay.
fire,
Yep.
you basically just have to fill out a form, get us some plans. The plans would go out to all the departments for any
Oh.
questions or concerns.
Okay.
And then it would come back and then you would meet with us, go
Yep.
over the plans
Yeah,
again,
okay.
and then have a
That's
full,
fine.
full vote.
So then you get it on the record
Then we
that
get it on record,
Yeah.
yeah,
everything's been approved and it's per
Okay.
the bylaw.
yeah.
So just call Webby's down to do a site plans.
Yep.
Site plan
Yeah, and you can
review.
see me next week and I'll get you all hooked
Sure.
up with all the forms and everything
Okay.
that you need.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I don't see any
That way
issues,
it's
so it
on the
should
up
be.
and
Yeah,
up and
yeah,
we don't
yeah.
have any issues,
Okay, yeah, no problem.
All right.
okay?
Okay, yep. You need that?
No,
If
you
you,
can
yeah,
take
if you
it.
want, yeah.
Okay.
Because if you can
Okay.
reuse
Thank
them,
you.
reuse them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so I'll talk to
Yeah,
Webby
see me
and
sometime next week too and come in and get the forms.
Sure, okay. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Good night.
Is it mandatory that you have a site plan review on a building that's like 2,500 square feet?
Not necessarily, but there's been some complaints
Okay.
in the past, so it's
What-
better to have it on.
What is the threshold? Do you mind if I ask? Do you know off the top of your head?
I mean,
Okay.
to be honest with you, I'd like to know what the building wants. So, like, what is? I mean, 2,500 square feet. That's bigger than a house.
Yeah,
the
not all
the
houses.
No, not all.
Bigger than
I
most
mean,
footprints. the
Bigger than
2,500
most. Bigger than
yeah.
most like normal houses. So you're looking at it this way. It's like
Mm.
you got to look at the structure of it. If a house takes a site plan, or at least knowing how it's going to be built. Granted, they're
Well-
usually 2 stories, but this is just going to be an open garage. It sounds like.
Yeah, and those
You know.
Morton buildings, I mean, those things, it's a fairly simple design.
Cinder
I
blocks.
mean, well, no, it's actually like a corrugated steel or, I don't think they're aluminum, right?
No,
Are you talking the steel
yeah.
buildings that they've been like?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
see them on the
you can
industrial
put
park,
them,
like
literally
Lincoln
put them
Angeles.
together with a wrench.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh.
it's
But it is a commercial building and, he actually did have to go through a lot to get his.
And it does change grass to a building, so there's some stormwater impact. You
Yeah,
might
and
have to
like I said,
mitigate.
there's a 25% coverage, can't go over 25% on the lot coverage as well, so you just kind of want to make sure everything is,
Yeah.
I's are dotted, T's are crossed.
Well, makes
Very good.
sense.
Sound all right?
Yep.
Alright.
So this-
Update you guys on Don Triani. He was originally gonna be coming in, but then he got called in to go to work, so, he's trying to finish up Autumn Lane subdivision, which has been ongoing for quite some time. And he basically wanted to update you guys and see what might be able to be done or not done with tree placement, because all subdivisions have, landscaping that's required and all that. And where Autumn Lane has been out there for quite a while, the residents may or may not want trees on their property now. Whereas before, when the subdivision is being developed, the trees kind of go in early on before residents start buying up. Similar to what we did about a year or so ago with Bourne Drive and Danson Lane. The residents, some of them wanted trees, some of them didn't, some had already planted their own. So the board, in essence, basically waived the tree placement.
Based on, the comments
on all
from
the
the people
comments
who
from the
lived in
residents.
the subdivision.
So I advised Mr. Triani to go to all the residents, see what they want or don't want, and then come back to us. So I was giving you guys an update
Okay.
on that. So it's, at least it's moving along.
Was there like in the actual site plan review, or you know the whole site plan itself? Did they say like was there a specified number of trees that they had to plant?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
every so
It's a
many
certain
feet.
spacing, yeah.
Mhm.
But where a lot of the people had already planted trees, they didn't want to like overlap or remove theirs, so.
So I guess the question I would have is why weren't they planted when the road was built?
Money usually is the reason. So, I mean, again, we did this with a development a year or so ago, and the board didn't seem to have too much of a problem with it, again, because the residents, they're already there now. They're either
Yeah.
used to it, or some of them will say, yeah, I want my tree, or others will say, no, I don't want to have to mow around a tree. So I told him what he needed to do and then come back before us.
How many homes are in that neighborhood?
I think there's like 6 or 7. There's
Okay.
really not a
Yeah.
lot. It's fairly
No
small.
more than
Street off of Spencer, I believe it is.
Okay.
And we do have a bill, because Mr. Triani did bring in some money to pay his bill.
I have to read this? Okay.
I'd like to make a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve an invoice from Merrill Associates, invoice number 3481 for Autumn Lane inspections on August 22nd and August 30th for $1,470, and an invoice 3351 also from Merrill Associates for inspection on July 14th and a report on July 15th, totaling $560. Invoices totaling $2,030.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Alright,
Aye.
That's just all my copies I need.
where do we,
And then,
we need to sign on these?
Yep, right on top. Um, No, just that one front
Just that one
page.
copy?
Yep.
Easy enough.
The bottom one
Okay.
there, yeah.
so we have a certificate of site plan approval. It is hereby certified by the planning board of the town of Halifax, Massachusetts, that a duly called and properly posted meeting of said planning board held on October 6, 2016. It was voted to approve a site plan for Joseph Murray to construct a 73 by 66 foot one-story building with a special permit for a drive-through window for use as a coffee shop.
Yeah, we already approved it. I just didn't have the certificate ready for you guys to sign last time, so just looking for you guys to do your signatures.
Do we have enough here, or do we need to?
Gordon already signed it last time he was in.
Okay.
I'll have to get Larry to come in at some point and get that done. We're here for that one, right? The
Mhm.
donut shop? Donut, yeah.
Donut
Yeah,
shop.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, so
It's
you
your
can't sign.
neighborhood donut
So-
shop?
So what they're gonna
So-
be doing is, on the other side of the kind of the
Stop and
trucking entrance for
Yeah, yeah.
Stop and Shop,
Yeah.
there was a small blue house they removed a few years ago.
Oh,
So they're
yeah.
actually gonna construct a Dunkin' Donuts.
An actual full size or just one of those small little
No,
drive-through
it's like
shacks?
full size.
Oh,
So the building's 73 by 66. There's a
Okay.
possibility for another, at least one rental unit in the building.
Retail,
More
right?
than
Yeah,
likely
so
to.
what,
That is
dry
a long
cleaner
build.
and somebody else maybe.
Yeah, so he seems to, I believe he already has a business arrangement in some of his other buildings with just a drop off, a dry cleaning.
what is that like over an acre? Because it's like it's long, but the like that property is like pretty long, but how far does it go back? Because I know where it has like that hidden
Oh.
driveway. Like,
Okay, so the hidden driveway is actually gonna be incorporated into it.
Okay.
So it'll give a little extra flow to the parking.
yeah.
For the site had already had an approval for
A couple years ago.
a couple years ago, and when they resubmitted, really all they were doing was they were taking off the second story of the building.
Mm.
So
And a new owner, basically.
Okay. Interesting. Boy, that looks so much bigger on this page than it
Isn't it?
actually is. 'Cause literally this is like maybe, like, I don't know, 50 yards. I can feel it's not that far.
if you flip, you can see the what's proposed.
Oh, the actual building.
Yeah, so this is what they're proposing here. Yeah, so that's a
That's a lot.
200-foot
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, take
Yeah.
up some of that
Dead space.
dead space. Get a dry cleaner in the area too.
Okay, and Walmart looks to be wanting to do a renovation. I think I put something there for you. They're looking to do some interior renovations, possibly exterior, as far as maybe a new improved sign, and change the color of the exterior. I did look through the prior site plan approval and zoning board approval. There doesn't seem to be anything in there with color restrictions, but I wanted you guys to know what they were planning.
Okay.
Okay, I'd have
If
to
you
go.
had any questions or comments, we can certainly get it back to them.
Is the signage on the building or out at the street?
Possibly both.
Because I thought they did a really good job on that other sign, especially with our bylaws.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
that staying within the signage? Oh, do they have to get a waiver for that?
They,
'Cause that's
if
way
they do
big.
not stay within the sign bylaws,
Yeah.
then they would have to come to us for a special permit.
Yeah.
The planning board is a special permanent granting authority for signs. So, at this point, we have no idea what they plan on doing.
Yep.
They're very vague right now, and we can only give them hypotheticals.
I would recommend that if they're changing the sign and they had to get any sort of waivers before that, they would come before us again.
Right, which they have been advised.
Yeah.
Looks like this is the original conversation. If you want to check that out.
Sure.
So it seems like they're just going to keep it blues and grays. It doesn't seem anything drastic.
There's a little bit of orange in there right now.
Their street
And
sign
then
is
we can-
pretty drab anyway, so old. Or
And also, just so anybody, if it's, anyone's interested, the zoning zoning board of appeals secretary has resigned. So there is an opening if anyone's looking for a job.
The zoning board? A paid job? A paid job?
Yes, a paid job,
Wow.
yes.
A zoning board is paid?
Zoning Board of Appeals Secretary is
Oh,
Gabe.
secretary.
Yes.
Answering phone
You
calls.
don't want to take on another secretary again?
Well, until we find someone, me and Kevin.
You're doing it anyway?
I'm gonna be doing it, yeah.
Thanks for volunteering.
But, just get the word out if you know anybody, any moms that are looking for, while kids are in school.
What does that end up being? Just, 3 hours once every other week or so?
The meetings are 3 hours once a month, and then day hours during the week.
Oh,
A couple hours every day.
okay.
And it's flexible, so we can work around them.
Okay. But you have to be here at town hall, I imagine.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No benefits, right?
But it's a foot in the door.
Yeah, pretty much seems
Straightforward.
straightforward. Yeah, can't see anything like that.
Anything else, guys?
No, it looks like the only other thing would be for the minutes, but we don't have.
Yeah, we can't do the minutes because Jonathan wasn't here at our last meeting.
My question about the minutes is, didn't we put a condition on the plans that they have that 3 to 5 foot green space on the Dunkin' Donuts site at
Yeah,
the
I
front?
think it's in there, isn't it?
There's some
I
sort
don't
of
think we left it as have to. I think it was kind of
They were
open
gonna
to
try
try to give the
Yes,
most they
and they were gonna try and
could.
come back.
No, my understanding was that they were going to provide green space, and that green space would be between 3 to 5.
In the front,
Yeah,
by the road. Yeah.
correct.
I can go through the tape again and see.
Yeah, and obviously it would have been read
'Cause
into
I-
the conditions, right, if we did.
Yes,
did
and I
that way.
believe it was on the conditions.
Okay.
I can take that back out if you want.
Yeah, it's just a general statement there. It just says potential green space to be provided. And for whatever reason, I feel like we,
Potential green space approximately 3 to 5 feet to be provided between the entrance and exit.
we said potential. Does that give them too much flexibility to
Like
wiggle
I said,
that?
that's how I interpreted it. The way that
We
the
did it.
conversation went was they're going to try their best.
Yeah,
to get
and,
something
and
there.
for the most part, I think he figured it would be able to be done because they don't have the second floor, they don't need as much parking.
No, they weren't going to lose any parking. They
They
were just going to
didn't.
make that 35-foot wide drive aisle
Smaller
32 feet.
and push everything back, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were gonna do the best they could.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, because I think we all agreed that traffic would probably never flow
That direction.
that direction
Because they're
around the
leaving
building.
site. There's no
Everyone,
need for them to circle back around.
yeah,
Yeah,
I thought they were providing extra area right there.
certainly hope so. Okay. Do we need to read that? We can't. Okay.
Yeah, we
no, we can't do that tonight. But I gave them to everybody and that's it.
To make a motion to adjourn?
We have a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.